Today we flew from Auckland to London, and then we had a 3-hour bus journey down to Bournemouth, where we currently are now. And today we're heading over to our storage unit in Poole to see what sort of state our bikes are in.
We haven't seen them for 3 years.
So 20-year-old bikes. So the plan is to make sure our bikes are in a decent enough condition to do our European cycle tour.
So we decided to have a walk, stretch our legs, and try and get fit again. If you're rich and there's no houses available on Sandbanks Peninsula, which is the millionaire's row of Poole, you buy a house at Branksome Park, where we are now.
Still some pretty nice looking houses here. Mike's just heading into the cemetery to visit his late wife who's buried there. So I'm just going to walk around the long way and wait for him down the bottom here. This out here is Poole Harbour. It's walking around towards the quay. I'll show you a little bit around Poole today too.
And Poole Harbour is the second largest natural harbour in the world.
Do you guys know what the largest natural harbour is? Mike knows, he's going to tell you.
It's Sydney Harbour. So just behind me is Bournemouth Island. It's the largest island in Poole Harbour. And it's the site of Baden-Powell's first campsite. It's where scouting all began.
And then just ahead of us is Poole Key. And we're going there now, so come along.
On the 6th of June 1944, 60 cutters from the United States Coast Guard left the quay for the Normandy invasion, and they're credited with saving nearly 1,500 people's lives. And there's a plaque on the Poole Key to commemorate this fact. And that's right next to Poole Lifeboat Museum. When the museum's open, you can look round a lifeboat and see how they used to launch them. Poole is also the headquarters of the Royal National Lifeboats Institution. Their headquarters a bit further up around the quay.
And if you fancy catching some crabs, this is a great spot for crabbing. You can quite often see the kids down here just next to the Lifeboat Museum, and they've got even stuff you can hire for crabbing lines. We're just at Poole Key. There's a whole lot of bars and restaurants all along the waterfront here. You can do riverboat tours, you can catch a ferry to Bournemouth Island out there. You can go up the Wareham River to Wareham. Lots to do here. This is Mike's friend. He was telling me about earlier.
Hello, Lord Baden-Powell. How are you today?
How do you think I am? I'm concreted.
Cemented in time, yes, all right. I think you should be proud of yourself, having the first scout camp here on Bournemouth Island.
Well, yes, I am. It's my island over there. There's red squirrels over there, you know.
That's all I had to say, really, about that.
Okay. This is the scout man Mike was talking about earlier. He invented that island and scouts. If you ever go out to Bournemouth Island, they've got red squirrels out there, which are like native squirrels to England.
One of the few places now that they're still thriving.
None of this grey squirrel stuff. Mike doesn't like grey squirrels.
They are rats brought in from America.
I'm not a rat, I'm cute. If we see a squirrel, we'll show you.
So besides pleasure craft, it's also a working dock, and over the other side there we've got a ship being either loaded or unloaded. Right, so just over the other side of the water there is Sunseekers, where they build luxury yachts, £1 million cruisers.
The King Charles pub, founded in 1770.
Part of it's actually 1350.
And it's haunted. And we picked up a couple of French people in here one night, took them home.
We didn't head them or anything like that.
No, they were looking for somewhere to camp, and we said, there's no camping grounds here, come and stay at our place, we've got a spare room. So they did, and they caught the ferry the next day.
Safe and sound.
With their heads.
Building just over there is a new building. It's been in the last few years, and it's built in the same style as the old corn stores or wheat stores. And you look at At the top, there's a window right at the very top. I'll show you on an old building what that was used for. The building behind me is an old wheat store. And at the very top, in that box, would be a pulley. Used to pull the sacks of wheat up and then pull them in through the windows to be loaded into the building. And that's the feature that now built into that new building that was down the road.
So after that long walk, we're feeling a bit peckish, so we're going to pop into the Tesco Express and get some of our old-time favourite stuff we always get when we're in England. Okay, so we've got some of our favourites. We've got Mowbray mini pork pies and a cheese and onion sandwich. The pork pie is a traditional English thing and you eat them cold. Don't try heating them up, that's not right. You gotta eat them cold. It's basically kind of like a sausage roll, but better. It's like an upgraded version of the sausage roll. So if you ever come to England and you've never had a pork pie, put that on your list. Okay, they're not healthy. I'm not gonna be responsible if you have a heart attack, but
Just had our fix of junk food. That's off to the storage unit to see how our bikes are. So that one works okay.
I really want to go in there. There's likely to be spiders. I might go in. So these are the bikes we're planning on travelling 3,000 kilometres on. They're pretty old, 20 years old. This is my motorbike here. I used to commute to London on. I've got the right keys for everything. There we go. Bike looks like he could do with some new handlebar grips. Just took my bike for a quick ride and it seems to be going alright. Nice smooth gear changes. Brakes are working. Maybe we don't have to do anything to them. That'd be nice. Anyway, Mike's going to have a good look at them. So I've also got other bits and pieces here like panniers. They're all hidden under here somewhere. I'm not going to touch anything because it'll be spiders. And I've got some helmets there. It's exciting! Like Christmas! We don't know what's in here! It was exciting. I was just rummaging through a thing. I found some shoes. I thought, oh, just see what they are. Because I was going to need to buy some sandals. And I found these sandals. Skechers even. And Mike's got some sandals too, Merrells.
Has that saved us money?
So they've been sitting there for 3 years and totally all forgotten about. I found a French phrase book, German phrase book, a mug, loaded up just with a few bits and pieces to take for our cycle trip. I'm going to cycle back to Bournemouth and see how they go. I think it might be going to rain, big black clouds up over there. Good test ride anyway to see if all the stuff works, even though we're not fully loaded. This bike's certainly a lot more comfortable than my mountain bike. It's like riding an armchair. Nice soft seat. So we've got our bikes back to Bournemouth.
And we've got stuff.
Lots of stuff. We've got to try and fit all the stuff here into these bags here. We're going to do that now and hope it all fits.
Hey.
So that's it, mostly packed. Food, cooking stuff, Mike's clothes, tent, ground sheet and blanket, and my stuff. And that's all got to fit on our bike somehow. So possibly we should go do that now and see how it's all going to look. Now we've got to get all this stuff onto our bike somehow. So Mike's going to go first. nicely packed now, ready for our ferry crossing on Monday. We'll see you in the next episode when we go to France. Until then,
Be safe
have fun.
and be happy.